What is going on, guys and girls? This is GhostRobo. How you doing? Midweek vlog update. Things have been very sunny here, and literally really sunny. It's been like the nicest week of the year here in Indiana, and I've just been basking in the glory of it. I have 2 days left till my basketball tournament I mentioned last vlog, and these are the amazing shoes that I'm going to be wearing. Hopefully you can get a good look. These are the Kobe Bryant shoes that he wore in the All-Star game this year. They are super limited, super rare, alien, neon green, and space orange, something like that. I don't know. It's supposedly like an alien theme, but I love them. I think they're completely wacky and crazy and still really cool. And I don't know anybody else that has them, and I wanted to kind of have shoes that were kind of different, so that is what I'll be wearing. I know I still owe you guys a basketball video, don't worry, I haven't forgot. And I owe you a Draw My Life video, because there was tons of positive feedback. Everybody seemed to want that, so I will get one of those going in the next week or so, or 2 weeks, sometime this month we'll do one, before E3, before all the travel stuff gets going, because I am going to E3. I will be traveling there next month, but we'll save that for another video. Right now, I wanted to take some of your questions. I know I've been doing live streams where I answer a bunch of questions rapid fire. I try to get through, gosh, like 100 or 200 of your questions. And in fact, we will be doing another live stream this weekend in that style. Details forthcoming soon, but I want to take some more like long questions from Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/GhostRobo, you can ask me questions there. Maybe I'll pick some to feature in a vlog like I'm doing right now. The first question comes from Beaks MUFC, and he asks, Ghost, how do you see the FPS genre moving forward next gen and not just rehashing the same old game mechanics? Well, I think that the most important game when we talk about FPSs and them evolving is going to be Destiny, because it sounds like Bungie is trying to evolve that genre. Will they end up doing that? I don't know. Their intentions definitely are in the right place. A more open world shooter, a more community-driven, community-interactive shooter, a more exploratory shooter, and not one that's just follow the corridors and shoot the biggest alien at the end of the hallway, which I do appreciate. Now, if this thing goes well, I can see shooters evolving in a way that shifts more towards character development in terms of leveling up. Borderlands has kind of shifted in that direction a little bit, but even more so than that. Almost MMO styling of picking your own character, more skill-based individual to your personal playset. And then things that are MMO in style as well, in terms of bigger open worlds, more cooperative challenges, maybe some like faction rivalry. You could pick to be part of this faction, pick to be part of that faction. I think that whether you like it or not, the way that FPSs are going is bigger and more online. I don't know if that suits me personally. I think the ideas in Destiny could be really cool, and I hope that they turn out really well. But I can't see them going any other way except more online, more community-driven. Are they going to all of a sudden change things up and have some crazy new perspective or some crazy new mechanic? I don't really know what you can really do. You know, sports games have always been sports games, platformers have always been platformers, shooters will always be shooters. You can evolve sort of the secondary and tertiary elements. I think you're always going to have the Call of Duties and basically those mechanics being the GUI center of every FPS, and it's just that, can they evolve sort of the coating around, the outer shell to be more appealing, more dynamic, more fun, more inviting, and also more rewarding. And I think Bioshock Infinite is kind of an example that I would cite from this generation of some game that does a little bit of that, you know, bringing in the story bits and making you care much more about the world, much more about the story, while you're also doing the shooting. I like where they're going. Last of Us, another game coming out later this year for PlayStation 3, that really takes shooting and makes it much more of a story, emotional, environmental-driven experience. Watch out for that one. The next question comes from MacTX, who is a big fan on Twitter. I see his tweets and his little sunflower avatar quite often. Should Nintendo just give up and turn into a software house like Sega, and what would the ramifications be for the industry? Well, should they? That's up for debate. Will they? No. They never will, and it has to do with personal pride, it has to do with them being a pillar of the gaming industry, and it has to do with them feeling very confident in what they bring to the table. You know, I'm sure that from our perspective, things look like they're in terrible shape, and maybe from some of their perspective, they're a little bit worried. But you have to remember, this is a mega company that has been around for decades. They know what they're doing. They were insanely successful with the Wii. They were insanely successful with the DS. The 3DS is trending towards that direction, and I would not be surprised if the Wii U has a really good second half of 2013. I think you're going to see a really strong lineup of games come out at E3 for the Wii U. A new 3D Mario, probably Mario Kart, maybe another franchise. New IP, yeah, that's kind of slim. Third-party support, yeah, that's kind of slim. But Bayonetta 2, Pikmin 3, games like this will carry them forward to the holidays, where then they'll deliver with Mario, and probably more Mario. I don't know, Smash Brothers, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Metroid, something that is of their core. It's of their foundation. What they build their entire company, their entire vision on is these core franchises, and they will deliver those, and those will push systems. Would it be interesting to see them only make games and have their games appear on Xbox and PlayStation? Yes, definitely. That could be cool. You know, for me personally, I think the Wii U is an interesting hardware decision. I don't think we've seen anything that's like, wow, amazing out of it yet. And for me personally as well, I like there being more consoles. I don't want to see there be 5 or 6 consoles. I think 3 is a good number. But I like that Nintendo brings a little bit of quirkiness to it, because when it hits really well. There were definitely some games on Wii that hit really well, and definitely some experiences on the DS and 3DS that are unlike anything you can play anywhere else. So I'm glad they're sticking around, and I definitely think they will not be going away ever. Our next inquiry from Twitter is from Greater103, and he says, what would you expect at the Xbox press conference? Well, the Xbox reveal event is May 21st. We're approaching 2 weeks away from that thing, and I think you're going to see something very similar to Sony. They're going to show the box. They were not too, they didn't go easy on Sony when Sony didn't reveal the box. They made some sly remarks and cute little jokes on Twitter, so they're definitely going to show the system. Will they show games that Call of Duty Ghosts will be there? I would venture to say 1 or 2 other big franchises will be there, but I think they're going to save a lot of that momentum for E3. So they show you the box, they tell you the specs, they get you on board with sort of their messaging, right? Xbox Live, pushing that hardcore. Maybe they'll show some new features of their online. Family entertainment in the living room, all that. Your family will do everything here, all their apps and features. I think they'll push that and hopefully deliver a game-focused press conference at E3. Because remember, this is going to be broadcast mainly to journalists to fill them in. Sure, the hardcore fans are going to be watching this reveal. Sure, the people who love Call of Duty are going to be watching this reveal. But the main target audience is feeding the press the information that they've been seeking after for so long. There have been very few leaks. There has been very little information, and developers and publishers are refusing to talk about the system. So the most important part of this event is to very, very explicitly convey what their system does and what its target is going to be to the gaming press so that they can deliver the information to you. Because for the most part, except the hardcore fans, people won't be watching this at 10 a.m. Pacific time on May 21st. I don't expect them to really go too heavy into all their launch lineup games. I don't expect them to give a release date. I don't expect them to give a price. Maybe say it's coming holiday 2013. Maybe they'll show off, 2 or 3 new games. Maybe they'll show off a little bit of the interface. Again, I expect an event very similar to Sony's in style, except maybe a little more like, oorah, they seem to like that quite a bit and pump their system up as big as it can get. I'm more excited for the E3 press conference personally, while the Xbox reveal event will be cool. We'll get the name, we'll get the box, we'll get some of the down and dirty details. I think the real wow moments, the games, the stuff that we actually really care about the most, will be at E3. And the final question is sort of a goofy one, a fun little extra one to tack onto the end here. The Undead2 says, GhostRobo, what is your middle name if you have one? Golly gee, I do have one, in fact. My parents did give me the trifecta of names on my birth certificate. Zachary Tyler is my first and middle name. I obviously go by Zach now, and I rarely ever have used Tyler, but I like the middle name. Not named after the president in any way, shape, or form. Don't worry about it. But I do enjoy having kind of a cool middle name that isn't so overdone, at least I don't think. A lot of Tylers out there, let me know in the comments below. If your name is Tyler, I want to hear from you. That is going to do it for this vlog, guys and girls. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up, like button. Let me know if you want more vlogs. If you like this whole Twitter question thing in the corner, talking about things a little bit more long form. Like I said, I've got a basketball tournament in 2 days. Send me your good energy. I want to win it, and I will be wearing these awesome shoes. You like the shoes? Yes, no, maybe so. Too bright, too crazy? Or they fit? I think they fit. I like them a lot. My dinosaur is happy. He's chomping them up. I'm going to be chomping up my opponents at the basketball tournament. We'll do a basketball video. We'll do a Draw My Life video. Lots of game stuff coming this week as well. Have a fantastic rest of your week, guys and girls. Thank you again for watching. Drink some hot chocolate. And we'll see you all later.